Oh yeah, the conference board members are all over this, and everybody is dabbling in it. But this concept of AI is a really huge spectrum. You've got everything from quantum computing with advanced autonomous thinking to essentially what is evolved search. And so artificial intelligence is a tough term. Most of our members are dealing with it in terms of an evolved search engine, either through ChatGPT or Bing, but that still has a whole lot of issues with it. Everything from security to privacy to IP issues to how people are using this. It's great for a rough draft if you're putting something together. It's great for, behind the scenes, but it still takes a lot of caretaking from human beings in order to make this applicable and something that you'd put right in front of your customers.
Yeah, Jack, the analogy that's often made is that back when Microsoft Excel was invented in the 1980s, I think it was, people warned that, swaths of bookkeepers, it was a huge profession, especially for females across, they said, they're all going to be put out of work. They're never going to find something to do. And of course, Excel just unlocked tons and tons of new jobs and industries and different ways of working. And those of us, Tyler Cowen, the others who are kind of more bullish on AI, or at least say you can't, quote unquote, stop it, would say, let's remember, we can't really foresee how this could help us create all types of new work.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super interesting question. And on some level, what this will come down to is, do you believe that what AI is going to fundamentally do is allow us to do the same things we currently do, but to replace the jobs that exist today to do it? Or do you think that AI is going to bring sort of superhuman productivity to the people doing jobs, and that rather than reducing or eliminating jobs, what's actually going to happen is our productivity is going to skyrocket and we're going to be able to do things that weren't possible? I think it's an open question, and it's sort of field by field, sort of like Steve was alluding to. We don't really know exactly what's going to happen in terms of the way the technology itself is going to develop. But as an optimist about technology and its impact on humanity, I tend to believe that in more cases than not, what's going to end up happening is that people will have incredibly increased ability to produce things, and we're going to see humans do things that weren't previously possible. And it could be an incredibly spectacular moment for us.
Anything, Jack, you'd add from kind of the data that you're seeing now in terms, listen, often actually periods of recession, which you probably head into, you could argue have already been in, are times when corporations do want to make big productivity enhancements. Maybe they're more open to, okay, we're going to invest in a new piece of technology because we have to kind of figure out how to get through this macro event. Any workflow commentary that you would say you're seeing firsthand, or is it way too early stages?
It's early stages, and it's an interesting moment in time because we simultaneously are coming off the heels of several quarters of challenging macro times and people worried about sort of ongoing recession, mixed with this incredible new technology that is coming into the future. So we're sort of in this crux moment in time with both of those going on, and I think it's hard to say at the moment.